Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Mike 10 Tucson. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball.
2nd and 3. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Here's Carson, and an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for... And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic. Who that? Who that? Line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet.
From the gun, Patterson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Steady, ready.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Okay,
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's third down. And 8 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Love. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Let's go, defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Johnson. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Mike, 58, right there. Switch.
From the gun on third down. Patterson. And it's complete to Kelce. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Let's go, D.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Kyler Fackrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fielded at the 43. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Let's get out the field, defense.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
All day.
Looking to throw. Love. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Keep it rolling.
DK Metcalf, 26 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first
Good work,
and
boys.
10
Let's go. Let's go.
at their own 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points get that. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steps away to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to throw. Love. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Love escaping the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. Call it a gain of 12, but, of course, not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll run on first down with Cannon, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
On second down now, it's Thompson, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let's go, fellas.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Patterson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Heavy, ready, go.
Off the bootleg, Love.
Here we go, watch the pass.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing on first down, Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Patterson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And this will be taken at the 13. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Love. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this one complete to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Love looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And he's going to go down again. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Ready?
A final shot before break. Patterson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw. Patterson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kyler Fackrell, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ready. 60 outlaw. 58 is
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw. Patterson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Keep working.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the off.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Carson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On 1st down, Carson, they'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Off play action. Love. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
We got this.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Here we go.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Blue draw corkers. They still playing soccer.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
All day. Don't go this way.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
This is Carson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Love. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. He's got a man, complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll roll him out right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down.
Ready. 50. All day, just like that. Just like that.
2nd and 6. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. Love. And it is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Watch the slap. Go.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 14. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Patterson. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Patterson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's Kelsey on the grab.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Back to throw. Patterson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
We got 3.
On first down, it's Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run it with Carson. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Recon, 5.
Throwing on first down. Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's the former Dolphin All-Pro Olivier Vernon. Able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Today's final score.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.